Okay, introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Diraj from Singapore, racing in this class.
Super 1000 Group A
Super 1000 Group A, that's correct. That's the class.
with a 600cc.
We have a 600cc, the only 600cc in Group A.
Who will you be targeting on this coming round? There's a couple of riders here. So there's Osama, there's TV Jin and stuff like that. These are your MSBK guys. So who will you be targeting today?
Basically all of them. Yeah, have to I'm the only 600 out there. Nothing to prove. I just want to see how fast I can go against guys like this who are regular racers.
Okay, thanks bro.
Alright.
Good luck.
Thanks man.
Okay, introduction.
Nama saya Muhammad Syukri bin Mazuki, pakai nombor competition 805 daripada kami tak ada duit racing team.
Okay, Syukri, tahun lepas Syukri masuk dekat kategori C tak silap saya. Jadi tahun ni bila dah masuk kategori B, apa kau punya target dekat dalam group B?
Macam biasa, manager letakkan kalau boleh kita buat keluarkan best time lah. Best time untuk race MSBK nanti. Dalam MSF ni kita untuk training je, tapi kita try keluarkan best result lah.
Okay,
tu yang kita keluar masukkan, kita upgrade pergi ke B lah.
Okay.
Untuk ikut yang lagi laju lah.
Ada dah kompetitor yang terdekat dalam UMA Grade?
Dalam grup B rasanya ada Falik lah.
Falik?
Falik lah.
Jadi kena tanya Falik lah ni?
Kena tanya Falik lah. Sebab dia bawah 1000, saya bawa 600.
Okay, boleh. Thank you.
Okay.
Good luck bro.
Alright.
Okay, abang boleh tak perkenalkan diri?
Okey, nama saya Muhammad Fauzi bin Muhammad Mustaqim. Saya daripada tim KBSHM PHR Racing Team.
Okay. Kali ni Meris, abang ada target dah mana-mana satu rider dalam series ni?
Okey, sebenarnya kita letak semua target kepada setiap rider, individual target. Dan paling terkesan adalah rider kita seorang lagi tak dapat nak sertai kita sebagai kita punya orang cakap ayam tambatan kita. So dia ada emergency terpaksa balik. So kita hopefully rider-rider lain dapat bagi komitmen yang terbaik lah untuk MSF race.
Okay, Jun. Ada tak apa-apa kata akhir untuk penonton MSF?
So kata kepada semua penonton, datang support MSF. Masih ada masa lagi dan juga boleh tengok di stream live FB MSF Super Series dan support MSF terbaik.
Okay, could you give me a little bit introduction about yourself?
Hi, my name is Zahid Latif. My competition number is 62, also known as Panjang the Jockey.
So last year the championship has slipped up from you. What's your expectation for this round and how do you feel about last round that motivates you to come for another season this year?
Yeah, it was a bit disappointing last year because I was leading initially. So my plans for this year is of course push hard and try to steal back the championship.
Any last word for the audience of MSF?
Do make sure you guys tune in and please support me, 62.
Alright, good luck bro. Okay, could you give us a little bit introduction about yourself?
Hi, my name is Zarika. I'm in the Super 1000 Group C.
Okay, understood that you have a couple of competitors running quite tight a bit on your timing. So, who will you be looking for as a competitor, your direct competitor in this round?
I don't really see my direct competitor like at this round, but I'm trying to get at the front pack of the group and try to qualify better for the race too.
What's your current timing right now?
36.
2:36. Okay, any final words for the MSF audience? Gotta go or something.
Full gas.
Okay, thanks Zaika, good luck.
Thank you.
Okay, introduce yourself.
Hi, my
About 31 degrees, but it does feel a bit hot, right?
Yeah, it doesn't really feel like 31 actually, because this morning on my way here, I've seen some lightning flash. There's dark clouds in the morning. So I guess a lot of racers in the morning, they are still like thinking what sort of PSI they're supposed to run on their tires, what sort of suspension they need to tune on their suspension. So I guess, well, we'll see. It doesn't look like it's going to rain anytime soon. In fact, it's bloody hot over here.
Yeah, but remember, I think our last round last year, we did experience a bit of fun of the Superbikes as well on the wet race, isn't it?
Right, because, well, I mean, like, it's Sepang, so it's quite unpredictable. As you can see, like, MotoGP runs on the end of the year. So what we have here is, like, you know, like first quarter, so we don't really know, like, whether is it really hot or is it, like, gonna rain. It looks like it's gonna rain, but seems like the dark clouds are moving away from Sepang. So it is still a good day to race today. Especially the racers are all equipped with the latest Supercorsa V3. So these are the race compound that is being used first time in Malaysia. In fact, in some part of Asia, will be the first time that we'll be testing on these new tires.
All right, so I think we have about like 21 Class C riders alongside with 15 rookie class.
Yeah, the rookie class is a new one. So these are the guys that is commonly found in track day. So what MSF is doing, that we are trying to make most of those track day riders to come over to try out for a race. So this is a very perfect race format for them, as it's only 5 laps.
So we're seeing on the screen right now, I think the 1000 Class C and the rookie class is making their way, and I think this is not a grid start, right? This is a rolling start?
No, all bikes will be starting as a grid start. So there won't be any rolling starts over here. Well, the cars you have a rolling start, but not the bikes.
Yeah.
So as they are going out of the pit right now, they'll be going out for a pit exit, and they'll be running through a formation lap, and then they'll stop in the grid and on with the warm-up lap. So with this kind of heat, I'm not so sure if the warm-up would be, you know, if they are doing a correct PSI on the tire, it should last just fine. Because if we are using the SC1 compound, which is a soft compound, so every one of those racers out there right now that we see, they are all running on soft compounds.
All right, so we're seeing some familiars of riders from like the previous Group Cs, such as we got.
Well, we have this Zahid Latif, well, the one that really slipped off his hand from the championship due to, like, you know, there's something wrong with the setup last year during the rain, so he wasn't really there to perform. Otherwise, he might pretty much be an overall champion. Of course, what we are missing right here is B for 777. She won't be racing this round. Well, we hope that she'll be coming back next round, which is on July.
Yeah, but we also got Zalika Zailan as well, right?
Yes, actually today, I guess Zalika will be the focus today. As so far the timing that we see is quite challenging, and I think Zalika is pushing up onto her limit to chase up to Zahid, where previously they're still you know, a few seconds behind, but I guess right now you can see Zalika and Zahid, well, the by right rightfully champion, but you know, due to bad settings, he didn't really get the championship. So these two riders will be our concentration today. We hope that we'll put up a good fight for you guys.
But I'm seeing as well, Yulina Tan is also pushing at 2 minutes 26 seconds at qualifying time, right?
Yeah, that was last year's race timing. Hopefully that she'll be coming in this round. Well, we have did a pit walk. She may not be able to start her bike. So yeah.
So the riders right now are just making their one last sort of like formation lap right now.
That is right. They are done with their pit exit sighting lap, so they'll gather back into the grid for a warm-up lap. But what's interesting is that most of the race, if you see like locally and also worldwide, the race one would be somewhat mild because there's a whole year season ahead. So I'm not sure if all riders are going to push to their limit this round. But I'm sure with the new Pirelli Supercorsa V3 type, they should feel a lot more confident on that sense. So you might be seeing like a lot of like jumps in and also activities moving up and down in the grids,
because every one of the riders, they're still finding a nice tuning, suspension tuning to match up with such a great tyre.
Anyways, we'd like to give a shout out to our sponsors. And we have actually a number of new sponsors today, especially coming from K-Tech and Pirelli Tires, and also Toyo Loops. Also, that's
yes, Toyo Loop is a new sponsor for us. These are the sponsors that brought us the Toyo Super Rookie, which is providing us more opportunities for rakyat Malaysia, the normal people, to get back into the racing. So this is the greeting session. We'll be finding out their position soon.
So we're seeing Muhammad Fikri bin Muhammad Jasman, ZX10 Racing Team.
Fikri is a new rider. So actually, he's a new racer. He has been riding for quite some time, I guess. There's a lot of people, asking him to come back get into racing and stuff. So I guess they managed to persuade him. I guess this is Fikri would be one of the racers that we should be looking at also, that might be putting up some competition for Zahid, as Fikri is riding on a Kawasaki ZX10. And Zahid is still on his 600cc, so it's not so much of the cc game over here, because most of us are around that kind of timing. So this is what MSF is all about, which is the most interesting part. You get a mix of like 1000cc, 600, naked bikes, everything in one.
Yeah. So it's not necessarily meant the horsepower, it's also only based also.
Well, like Pirelli would like to say it, power is nothing without control. So I guess this is where they should show it.
But like you mentioned, like the new Pirelli Corsa tires, we should be seeing some really good timing, I suppose.
We should. The first round, it's highly doubt that most racers will actually push on their first round, as this is our hit 1. So we might be seeing more on hit 2. So we have another few more riders, which is Osama. He's from Yemen. He's a Yemenese rider. So this is his new entry as well. So he came from this Kami Tak Ada Duit racing team, which shares the same racing team as Shukri that we saw last year. So Shukri from Group C back then, he has been promoted into Group B due to his fast timing. So that's why you don't have that threat on the Group C. I guess Zahid will be looking quite comfortably in the Group C timing right now.
We also have a lot of numbers of entries of ICR Spartan racing teams as well for riders.
Yeah, if you're wondering what ICR actually means, right? It actually means ice cream riders. I guess when you get people like us, a layman racing team, right? Well, maybe after their ride they always go for ice cream. So I guess that is what it's about.
We're looking at Ballinger Singh just in time to whip out his towel to wipe out. You can see that I think it's getting a bit hot right now, but luckily we're seeing some shades at the great start.
There's quite a lot of shade. I'm not sure because on the weather forecast, it is actually about there is actually 80% of chance to rain today from morning 9 o'clock and expected to end by 6, which is the whole duration of MSF Superbikes. Well, we don't really see much sign of the rain just yet. The shade doesn't prove much. It could be just clouds. So speaking about Baljinder Singh is from Singapore, riding this Yamaha 1 liter naked bike. So I suppose it's called it's MT10, MT10. So it's quite rare that you see a naked bike run up to the grid into P7. That's a bike that couldn't be started 93. I think that should be who do you call that?
Lim Chi Young riding the Kawasaki ZX10, isn't it?
I think we looked at the wrong number.
Looking wrong number. Sorry,
okay.
my bad.
We'll be starting soon. There will be one warm-up lap after this. Well, this is a time where we can see most riders. I guess everyone is anxious. It's been a long break since December until now. Well, if I were in a grid in front, seeing a full new grid of new racers, I do not know which is my competitor. I will be looking at the back, my left, my back, front, and wherever. I'll be looking at 360, and there's no familiar faces from last year. They're all new. So Well, if I'm in Zahid's place, I'll be wondering like what the hell is going on. So who should I look for? Who should I be tagging on, or which is my direct competitor?
Yeah, well, despite that, it's this is the round 2 for the MSF Super Turismo. This is basically round 1 for the Superbike category. So, do you think that there's a possibility we'll be seeing more riders in the second round, in round 3 Super Turismo?
Well, I suppose we are getting there. There will be more riders participating in MSF. Well, certainly it's because it's an easily affordable race. Everyone could enter. Entry fees are just like less than 600 ringgit. In one race weekend, you're expected to spend less than 3,000 ringgit. So it's not that bad of a race series to start off in.
717 Chia Zheng Xiang, also from the Ice Cream Riders Spartan.
It's quite funny that you're actually having motorcycle is actually quite a funny thing because you have your teammate, right? I suppose every time when you have a teammate, you expect someone to look for your back. But in motorcycle racing, your teammate is actually your closest competitor. So they know every steps of you. They have been training together. They have been riding in track days together. They know their own pace. And right now, right on with the helmet on, there won't be any more teammate available. That's pretty much a competitor in front of you.
Well, it's almost like Formula One, isn't it? Where you're supposed to fight for your team, but it looks like as if all your riders are saying who's number one and who's the fastest.
And that's the 3-minute board is out. We have another 3 more minutes before the race starts. The 3-minute girl looks quite nice.
Well, I guess them wearing all black. I hope that they will be under the shades as well.
So I don't mind shading that. Okay, I guess everyone's warming up their engine, getting ready for the heat 1. We have 3 more minutes. I guess the clock will be ticking, and there's 1 minute left. So this will be the first race for MSF Superbikes. Everyone is clearing up the track. So there'll be this one warm-up lap first. Well, you can see that from the warm-up, because most tires you need a lot of on the front suspension to push the tires down. That's why suspension plays a very big role also in warming up your tires. Of course, we see F1s and stuff like that. They have the downforce. Bikes is pretty much you have to use a throttle to do that. Throttle brakes.
T-minus less than a minute, and surely we will be seeing the grid lights coming up soon. You can see the sun has slowly shifted all onto the riders.
Looks nice with all the bikes already and stuff. So they are out with their warm-up lap. So everyone's still taking it easy. Everyone's conserving their tires. So you can see they're getting into turn 1. There's no rush in it. There's been an oil spill over there from previous run, I guess.
Yes. I think that's the reason why the Super 1600 and 1800cc, where there was a red flag. I wasn't sure get any news yet, but I think that's the reason cause of the oil spill.
Well, that might change the game a little bit because if everyone comes in charging into turn 1 and squeezing in between the oil patches, you might not see turn 1 as somewhere where you want to
be a bit more aggressive.
Yeah, you might not want to be a little more aggressive on a turn 1. So you might want to target it in elsewhere, which is a great disadvantage for most of the 600cc's.
Yes.
Because they will be relying a lot heavily on their rolling speeds. Well, in turn 1, if you are a liter bike, you can still choose pretty much any line that you want. Once the 600 loses its RPM, they might not get it back. So Zahid is on a 600cc. Zaleka is on 1 liter. So by prediction, I guess, if the launching was great and stuff, we should be seeing a 1 liter heading up. In the lead.
But I hope that it won't be predetermined to any unfortunate incidents because this is going to be a test. It will be totally different if it's a car. If you're on a 4-wheel contact patch and you were just skimming through the oil spill, dust, on the rider bikes and everything. If those two tires on the bikes are not getting any grip at all, that's catastrophe. The riders, well, wherever it is, all of these riders are pre-equipped with safety vests. These are, I think, a prerequisites to join the MSF race, and I think it's good for the grassroots motorsports for these riders to be involved, professionally.
It is. But from looking at the grid start, Zareka will be starting at position P15. So I guess the only person that will be signing up against Zahid right now is Aaron Tay and also Chia Zhenxian. Well, you can see that both of them is from ICR. The heat is really on Zahid this round. Who knows, during the race, Osama or Fikri might give some pressure over to the ICR Spartan teams. They might be pressured, they might be attacking, I don't know, they might be using the defensive line and whatever not. So let's really watch this. It's been a few months rest. This will be very exciting. It's very exciting for us. It is very exciting for the racers. So they are getting back into their grid. Right after this, there will be a countdown, and then there's when the lights goes off, and that will be the race is on. I've always loved to see the Group C and Super Rookie starting grid, because there's a mix and match of like every type of bike. There's a 600s, there's a 1 liters, and then Baljinder just parked in his P4 on his MT10. So you see a mix, it's like a track day, but they are racing.
Yeah. But what's the difference between the Super 400 Cup category?
Well, the Super 400 category is a little bit more wild as well, because you see a 2-stroke, 4 strokes. Okay, everyone is ready. Anytime right now, the race is going to start. So we're excited. This lights off and the race is on.
All right, it's on.
Yeah, so it's a poor start for this Chajensen and also the ICR. Zahid Latif takes the lead, and Chajensen took up again on P2. Then there's number 3 is Muntasa, and then Aaron Tay.
All right, leading in the race car category, Eric Goh in the first, and second following behind is Prakash Naidu, and alongside with Ching Ming Chun.
You can see that Baljinder has quite a good start, because he did not lose any position from the launching. So that is some sort of it's quite amazing to see a naked bike doing all this. Coming on the turn 4, Zahid takes the lead still. There's a couple of activities happening behind. We are still getting the position is quite fixed right now on to exit of turn 4.
Right, well, we're seeing Muntasa bin Muhammad Zuki from Aprilia Malaysia, GB Motorcycles. He's pushing a good time of sector of 34.68, which is alongside the second fastest sector timing is Muhammad Fazrul by RS Cycle Stop Racing Team, pushing at 34.94.
I think the biggest gain over here is Benson Chi from Hong Kong, Motat Tech. So there's the race has just started. Benson has actually climbed up into a few positions. There's quite a number more activities happening behind, which you can't see. At the moment, we are looking at Zahid Latif getting on a right-hander. He looks comfortable right now. So we're looking at Chia Zhenxian. How far are they apart?
I think it's from the sector timing. I'm not sure. It looks like a 1 or 2 second gap. Yeah, that's right. That is just right behind Zahid Latif, and entering.
Well, there's a right-hander over here. That should be on a turn 14 right now. Turn 14, squeezing in comfortably without anyone disturbing him.
Yep.
That's quite a big lead for a 600cc. It's quite different from what we expect. Well, the turn 1 with the patches and stuff like that, we might be seeing a little bit of phobia or something like that. They might be going in a little bit slower. They might the lines will be a little bit more restrictive.
So right behind the screen, we're seeing Muntasa bin Mazuki and Aaron Tay just right behind. I think they are clinching close to close. Yeah, we can see it right at the edge of the screen. And third, fourth, fifth position, Ballinger Singh as well. I think he's doing pressuring, and I think he just able to overtake. I'm not sure. I think he's able to overtake. Yep. So we got Zaid Latif still leading in first position, Muntasa in second, and third with Muhammad Fazrul. And
yes, everyone is taking the inner lane of turn 1 because of the oil patch previously happening. This is actually a game setter where everyone actually balances it out. Everyone is running on a slower pace on turn 1. You can see that there's another movement. Muntasa actually climbs up on P2. So the biggest gain right now here is Muntasa. That will be Zahid Latif, Muntasa, Muhammad Fazrul, and also Muhammad Haris. Haris is coming out on Muntasa, which is quite, Muhammad Fazrul.
So we got like the first three positions pushing it at the sub 2 minutes 32 seconds. With Muhammad Zaid Latif is pushing at 2 minute 31.9 and alongside Muntasa at 2 minute 30.
Well, I reckon that they can do a little bit better from the previous time because on the year-end round, Zahid is actually pushing somewhere near 226. So maybe they're still finding on the setting. Maybe this is the first round. Maybe it's because of heat. I don't know. But he's leading in a very, very comfortable space. Most of the action actually happens in P3 and 4, which is Fazrul and Haris. You can see one of the ICR Spartans just to overtook in turn 9. There might be a switchback coming in turn 10. Yes. So Aaron didn't really secure his position. He got overtake back again, and this is on a right-hander of a turn 10. Zahid is still comfortably in front, followed up by Muntasa and Fazrul and also Haris. Chen Zhenxi has just been overtook just now by Muhammad Haris, so I guess that switchback didn't really happen on him. Can always see the 1 liter is actually closing in very, very close on the 600. This will be a very difficult time for Zahid to secure the turn 15. He has been overtaken right now on the front straight. Let's see how fast he can roll into turn 15. He's coming from the inside, hard on the brakes. Couldn't really get to it, the exit of it. But clearly you can see Zahid is running wider than Muntasa. But with the power of 1 liter, I think they're catching up. And this is a game changer on the oil patch. Can they get into the inner lane? Can Zahid outbreak this?
We're looking at the 13th position right now with the Rookie Cup, Eric Goh, Yi Fai and Prakash Naidu. And alongside with Ching Ming Chun in the first 3 positions. And it looks like these riders are doing very, very well in terms of their rookie category.
Yeah, I think Fikri has just fell off, or there might be some mistake there. He has dropped like about 10 positions, so I guess he might have he might have went to the kitty litter box.
If it was an entrance into the pit lane, then most likely you'll be able to see it, right?
Yeah. So Haris is taking the lead right now. 3 more laps to go. There is Haris, Zahid, Muntasa, Chazan Sen, and also Muhammad Fazrul.
Looks like a very good overtake by Haris. Haris from Dobat Racing team and pushing good timing. I consider good timing at 2 minutes at 24.5.
Yeah, but the timing of the Super 1000 class C, that will be around 2:25. We'll leave it to the race official to determine if there's any penalty or not. Right now, the screen is on Zahid. This Aaron, I guess. No, Chajan Sen coming out on a left-hander.
We're seeing in the 4th position, Chia Zeng Xiang from ICR Spartan pushing at 2 minute 28.13 in rider number 717. It looks like I think after the second lap, the riders are now starting to flow. As you can see, the gaps are slowly increasing from the positions. Because we can see in the first position, except Haris Ismail and Zaid Latif, they're pushing out by at least 1 second, 2 seconds gap. But as you can see, going down from 3rd position, 4th, 5th, then you're starting to see 1, 2, 3 seconds gap here as well. So you can see if some formidable riders right now, in comparison to like 20.
That actually is a very, very good break move from Zahid. coming in from out of turn 15, side by side with a 1 liter with a 600cc. That has got to be the most bossy thing you gotta do in the MSF. Seriously, and he's trying to get from inside of Haris.
Looks like Muntasa has already fallen down to 4th position. We got Chan Zeng San able to overtake in 3rd position. Rider 717 by ICR Spartan looks good. We're seeing Osama gaining back again at 5th position by Kami Tak Ada Duit Racing Team.
Tapi sebenarnya kaya.
Yeah,
there's a lot of movement coming from behind. From what we see here is we are still looking at Zahid Latif back on position number 2. Of course, Haris is still in front. Behind Zahid right now. So I guess that Zahid is on a 2. Shazan is coming in from turn 5 in front of Fazrul.
going in turn 5 into turn 6, we're seeing Zahid Latif in his formidable form. Haris Fadila is in a formidable form. And man, those bikes looks really, really good.
Zahid is coming from the right-hander. It looks like he might have lost sight of Muhammad Haris on 707. Coming on from turn 9, not much of outbreak over here, but you can see that upon exit of turn 14 and 15, that's where most 1 liter will show their horsepower. That's where they really come in. So on any time right now on the straights, should be seeing them right after 3 more corners. You can see that the gap in between the 1 liters and the 600 is actually closing in. What will be interesting is that on the P2 and also P3 is actually a 600cc. Both of them is having a Yamaha R6. So coming from behind, you can see that the 1 liter is pushing really, really hard. Is coming close, catching it up with the 600s. 2 R6 getting into turn 15s. Zahid seems to have some problem with his bike. He's looking down since just now.
Yeah.
Running wide again, but still quite securing his position quite well. So you have this battle between Zahid and also Chia Zhenxian.
Looks like Haris has gone down to 3rd position, and having Zahid Latif and Chia Zhenxiang to take in the
One more lap to go. This is the last lap everyone is waiting for. Everyone's battling it out. Everyone's pushing. This is going to be the last lap for Hit 1 and then on the Hit 2 later on in the afternoon.
We're looking at the Osama getting up from 5th position to 4th position. And Haris is just falling down. Mutasa has gone down to 5th. And Fazrul Hakim from RS Cycle Stop Racing Team has gone down to 7th pole position. Aaron Tay is able to gain up a bit, 1 pole position.
Now you can see from the video here is that Chia Zhenxian is actually in front of Zahid Latif. So a lot of actions is happening right now. Down in turn 5, Zahid Latif has just been overtaken by this Chia Zhenxian. So can he get back? He's coming from the outside. He's coming from the outside already in turn 7. Zahid is closing in, but there's a little bit more effort. Chia Zhenxian probably, he didn't even look back. He's pretty much confident. Maybe he's been like photo setting Zahid's position.
Yeah.
Zahid is still looking down on his bike. There might be some problem with his bike. From that body language, you can see that he's struggling somewhere on the bike. So what you can see here is like, oh, okay, he's trying on the inside again.
Yeah.
Never give up, man.
I think in the Rookie Cup as well, we got Prakash Naidu is gaining up positions, doing a second faster than Muhammad Ekwan in the 15th position.
Zahid tries to come from the inside. Gives up after that, tailing behind Chia Zhenxian. Down on the straights, I would suppose that, both are identical bike, both are the same bike. Zahid is drafting really, really close with Chia Zhenxian right now. There might be some difference coming in from, he might be coming from the inside. He's still looking down on his bike. So, not sure what's happening to Zahid's bike. As you can see, his corner exit speed is actually way faster because it's running wider, but there might be something wrong with his bike. We are not sure about that. still tailing behind, and that's
that
race
yes.
finish. So Chia Zhenxian, Muhammad Zaid Latif, Muhammad Haris, and Osama also Muntasa.
Followed by Aaron Tay in the 5th position, Muntasa at 6 actually, and incoming in 7th is Muhammad Fazrul, Ballinger Singh incoming right there, followed by and Zalika Zailan at 9th position, and Kang Chin Yap in 10th.
So I guess Zalika increased from P14 just now back into position number 9. Baljinder actually maintained his positions, not too bad for a first time in MSF race with a naked bike. He's doing well.
We got good timing with Prakash Naidu as well, coming in at 13th position, and he's almost actually outclassed half of the Class C riders, isn't it? Pushing it at about, I think, the best time at 2 minutes 28 seconds. And then in the rookie category, in the Toyo Loop category, we got Ching Min Chun from Motomatic in 2nd position, and Ang Kiran from BA Tuning in 3rd position.
Well, you can see that Prakash Naidu actually comes in Toyo Super Rookie.
Yes.
Well, by clocking 2:28, we are not sure about the race officials' decision. There may be a penalty, and if the position may be slipped away. So rightfully, judging from the screen right here, I don't know, like we might be looking for some other changes. Let's wait for the official results. As what we can see here, everyone finishes out from the starting grid and to the checker flag.
And it looks like out of 36 riders, we have about 30 riders. About 5 riders wasn't able to start. We got Yulina Tan and Wei Pui Han.
Well, we heard that she had some brake issues since yesterday during the practice. So I guess the brake didn't really work well for her, or maybe there's a different setup that she's looking for. We're not sure. We tried to look for her for an interview. Let's see if we can get an answer from her, and hopefully that we can show it to you guys in the video.
But looking at Chan Xinxiang and Muhammad Zali Latif, it's just not bad. It's actually a sub 0.5 second.
But this is the most interesting part of MSF Superbikes, where if you have the latest bike, which is like S1000 ZX10, it's the skills that comes in matter. So that's why you can see a P1, P2. There is a Yamaha R6 leading the pack, and then followed by a S1000 by Haris, and also ZX10 by Osama. So you can see most of the 1 liters are behind right now. So I guess Pirelli might be true. Power is nothing without control.
Well, I think it's actually quite good in the first turn. The oil spill actually did not affect the racing lines from the riders. So that's a good thing. So we're seeing on the screen 11th position, Chang Yung Pang and 12th, Ikwan Ibrahim. 13th, Prakash Naidu in the Toyo Roku Leap. And Wong Hong Kyong in 14th position. 15th, Azman Sulaiman. 16th, Cheng Ming Chun. 17th, Ang Kiran. And 18th, Lim Chu Young. And Dicky Shore in 19th. And Eric Goh, Yifai.
While it's not so much of a horsepower game or the CC that has actually affected Ang Kiran. Back then, when he was riding Kawasaki ZX10, he was clocking in a 2 minutes 26 on the previous season. By swapping on to another 600cc, which is a Yamaha R6, I suppose, he has dropped his timing into another additional 5 seconds. So this the final ones. We have a V4S.
That was really unfortunate. I think it would be quite nice to see that in action.
Yeah,
actually,
I know that bike costs about almost 300,000.
Oh wow!
Well, they're all back into their pit, and we'll hope to see you guys again on the Hit 2. After this will be the Super 1000
Class
Group AB,
yes.
and also the Super 400, where you meet everything. The 2 strokes, 4 strokes, V-twins, inline fours, and etc.
My name is Kelvin. I am the export manager in EXN.
And my name is Matthew, and I'm the marketing manager of EXN.
EXN is established about 4 years. This year will be the 5th year. After 2 years, starting from the 3rd year, we are focusing on the local market.
MSF has been an established racing series in Malaysia for about a decade. EXN as a local company, a Malaysian company, we would like to show our support to the local scene. MSF as a renowned racing series in Malaysia, we managed to get some exposure and we stepped a foot into the racing scene, which we could show more of our product quality and also to expose ourselves to the racing market.
This traditional actually is like it's quite harsh, especially on the cars, the car engines. Okay, we have 5 cars in total under EXN. First one is Evo 3, and then we have Satria, Jazz, and the Saga. Last but not least is Toyota Starlet.
Yeah, and especially the Evo 3 has been with us for about 3 years now.
We have tried on the our Turbo Tech 1060 on the Evo 3, on the Jazz, and also the Starlet. The result and response was great. And then, however, we also tried on the Molly Racing 550 on the Saga.
We ran the new Molly Racing 550 on the Satria and the new Molly Plus 1040 on the Saga. The temperatures were great, the drivers were very happy, and they had no issues at all with the run during the event. We put in the oil, and then temperature readings were given by the racer. So Salim told us the temperature were all great. It was running at 80-ish, about 80 throughout the whole race. And then once the race was done, we extracted the oil and then we brought back to our lab and then we tested it.
Now on hand we have around about 9 countries. Okay, first of all Singapore, the nearest, and then China, which is we cooperate with them for quite some years, since it's the EXN established 4 years ago. Okay, so we have Vietnam market as well, Indonesia, Philippines, Thailand, we have one in Tonga, Taiwan, Hong Kong.
We do our own manufacturing for the oil lubricants, so new products can come out anytime. EXN strives to be our motto, which is the lubricant expert. Our core value in our company is all about quality. So with quality, then we will push for greater
market, such in now, because currently we are working on the Asia market, and hopefully soon we'll be in the whole world international.
See you in MSF.
EXN, the lubricant expert.
Hi, I am Hong Shik Chan, the Managing Director of HK Motorsport. The sole supplier of Hankook Motorsport tire in Malaysia. We HK Motorsport started to have the partnership with MSF from 2017, which is last year, and this year we are still continuing, and we are very happy with MSF series performance. To MSF only, every year we supply 4,000 to 5,000 pieces of tires. How many is 4,000 to 5,000 pieces? This storage, the capacity is about 2,000 pieces, which means only the tires for MSF series per year annually, it will be double or 2.5 times of the tire capacity of this storage. RS4, which is this tire, at Sepang circuit, averagely depending on the car, but averagely 2 seconds lap time has been improved, which is quite a big. And also on the public road side, the wet performance 15% more improved comparing to RS3, which is the old model. Many of the racing drivers, they told me the grip level of RS4 is completely different from grip level of RS3. At the corner, the cornering speed, they can feel, they can go a lot more, they can try a lot more, so it's very challenging. They haven't found the limit of the grip level yet. We are very, very happy with the partnership with MSF, and we are sure that we can have a lot.
All right, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Super Turismo Round 2 in the Superbike Round 1. And we are here for the Super 1000 Group A and B, and also Super 400 Race 1. So I think what we're seeing right now on the screen is the warming up lap, right? So I am your commentator today. I am Mok.
And I'm Liu. So what's interesting today, some improvement from there.
Okay, so we're watching the installation lap, right? And after this, we're going to go for the start.
I guess they'll be going out for a warm-up lap first.
Yep.
So you can see the pit crews are all ready. They are getting ready outside.
Here we go.
Riders
so this is where they're going to
grid.
start gridding.
Yep.
It takes about a minute. And I mean, Liu, tell us, you know, they've gone out, they've done the installation lap. Oh, girls. Sorry. Yeah. No, you were pointing.
Let's not waste it.
Yeah, so as I was saying, they've gone out, they've warmed up their tires, man. Okay, focus, pay attention. Yeah, they've warmed up their tires, and is it critical, the amount of time that they're going to spend on the grid sitting here? You know?
It is actually, because most of these race semi-slicks, it cools down pretty quick. The way it's being built is that it withstands higher temperature, so it takes better punishments. It takes all the kind of beatings from the rider, but the only downside is that it cools down pretty much quick as well. It has a higher threshold of temperature, but it doesn't stay.
Yeah, so they're gonna get this grid going as quick as we can, and then look,
yes, the 400s, the RS250s.
So these are what? These are guys that missed the green light, the pit exit light.
Yeah.
Holy moly! There's a whole bunch, and they look. Yeah, there's the 400s. That's the Kawasaki's. I noticed that whole line of red and white bikes.
You can see that everyone is lining up on the grid. Well, let me tell you, Adian, there's actually few interesting characters over here, which is the Dominic Chang from Singapore. He hasn't been racing with us, but once he entered on his second time or something like that, he's actually in front of Osama. So I'm not sure if, like, you know, the timing and stuff like this, that's all racing.
I have a question. I don't know, but are we missing someone here? Someone at the top?
Ahmad Khan.
Yeah. Where is he?
I met him, and he said that, you know, he's taking a rest. He might be coming back on the Enduro round. So I don't know, maybe he'll be coming back on a round 2.
Ayo, so he menang the champion and then he never come back again.
Like that lah.
Too much lah.
I know he's watching right now.
Kau mesti datang balik Mak Khan please. Dengan topi kau selalu pakai tu. You know he wears that smooth criminal hat all the time I see him.
Yep. Michael Jackson.
Okay, yeah, there's a couple of new names up here. Of course, Azwan Abdul is there, but Afiq Daniel, wow.
Yeah, Afiq Daniel had a really, really bad injury. He had a bad crash during our...
last year.
Yeah, last year. Yeah, it was very, very bad for him, but I guess he has fully recovered. You know, he's been jumping around and stuff, and he actually upgraded into Group A as well.
So he's in 5th now, huh?
He's in 5th, and that's not too bad. On the screen right now, you see TV Jin on a number 77 Suzuki bike. Yep. That's a rare sight, actually.
He's an MSF.
Yeah, he's an MSBK rider.
MSBK rider, right? Him and Diraj?
Him and Diraj as well. Diraj is on the Super Sports category with his 600. TV Jin is on his Super Stock, I guess, on the 1 liter.
Right.
And 133 right here, we get Fitri, Mohammad Fitri.
Okay, I'm not too familiar with all the riders. Tell me about Jian Hao.
Oh, yeah, Jian Hao is the first time I actually met him, seriously. And I'm very surprised on his first maiden race, he actually clenched on the P1 on the qualifying.
So yeah, where is he from? Some background,
Singapore.
please. Ah.
Yeah. So it's quite a surprise coming from Jahal. I hope that racing is not all about qualifying. It's about securing the position, when to attack, when to defend. So you can see that Azwan is right behind him.
Yep.
So if there's a slip of launching, then he might be giving up his spot. So this launch is really, really, really interesting this time.
I have a simple question. So can we expect fireworks at the front? I mean, the first 2 rows, top 6, 7 guys, a bunch of MSBK riders there.
I don't think it's the fireworks only happens on the first row. It even happens on the second row, which is a Group B. With you get people like Falik, Yong Wenhui, Li Fuwing is coming back from Hong Kong, so he might be he proved himself on the Group B last year, so he missed out the whole year. This year he's coming back, and with Mohammad Fitri Imran.
I see Stephen.
Yep. Stephen on the 600 on
still there.
Yeah, he's still there.
Last year's champion, right?
Yeah, last year's champion on the 600cc. Sumi moved up from Group C to Group B. You get Shukri, which he moved up from Group C to Group B as well.
But that's excellent, right? I mean,
there's a lot of
they're showing improvements.
There's a lot of improvement from these riders.
Yeah, you see, there's a line of that dust.
Yeah,
from the earlier car
I
practice.
totally call this a game changer because any 600 they will want to run wide and just swing it in. They'll catapult their bike into turn 1, strike it out on turn 2. But because of that oil patch, the powders and stuff, they might be having some difficulties entering there.
Yeah, trust the car guys to dump oil. The most important place.
I was really expecting the 1 liter to dominate this kind of thing because where horsepower comes out of right after turn 1.
Yep.
So surprisingly, on the previous race, the 2 R6 managed to get on P1 and P2. So these guys are great. Super 1000 Group A and Group B, they know their stuff. So we might be.
So who's on the 600 here right now? We got
the first one that we get is Diraj Tan on his
Stephen
600
Chua
and Stephen Chua. So I guess that's about it. The rest of it, they are having 1 liter bikes.
Right.
In fact, one of the most modern ones. Mohammad Shukri, he's on CBR 600 as well, same as last year.
Nice.
I think he tried once on the RSV4, couldn't really make it. I think he crashed a few times. Never give up. He went up there again. He managed to finish the race.
Oh, that's excellent. Okay, so here you watch the guys. They're going out on their warm-up lap. Very important for Superbikes, of course. You really want to get the heat into the tires so that when you lean it into turn 1, the grip is there when you ask for it.
Yeah, I mean, with the new V3, I'm sure that there will be some breakthrough coming from the A and B guys.
Yeah, that's right. Just remember, so everyone today is running the new Pirelli.
Yeah, everyone.
Semi-slicks?
Yeah, they are running
The
on
V3,
Supercosa V3, particularly on SC1 compound, which is soft compound.
And we're the first in Asia this year.
In Asia to use that tire.
Oh,
so no one really have data on this tire. Everyone is anxious. They are getting on their suspension setting. They're still trying out a lot of things. So I know this will be a very, very surprising race, seriously.
I'm just interested to see lap times with the new tires. We're expecting that the time should be improved by about 1 second, I heard.
Yeah, I know. Most people actually say that it's a 1 second. The manufacturers actually claim 1.5 seconds.
It's a lot.
So there's a lot of timing difference. So yeah, their riders are back on the grid.
Lining up.
Yeah, I hit it. So as of the pit interview, I've managed to interview a few riders, and all of them said the same thing. We are talking about like Azmi, Fitri, and stuff, and Enzo Shukri. All of them is actually aiming for Falik. So Falik Riza, his timing, his position back then in Group C, he has upgraded so far, and his bike has been upgraded as well. So everyone is aiming for Falik in Group B.
Right.
The heat is on him, definitely.
Falik, huh? Okay, so the bikes are lining up. Any moment now, we've got a couple of last guys. That's a medical car sponsored by Proton, the new X70. Lovely.
Hello, Proton.
Yeah, Proton. Hi, Proton.
Oh, it's higher, is it?
Hello, Proton is what you see to the girls in the Thai bar. It's high, Proton.
It's quite a festival happening today. The bikes and the cars. You get the 2 strokes, 4 strokes, V4s, inline 4s, parallel twins, boxer engines. everything in one. So
Okay, green
anytime
flag
right now.
at the back. Green flag at the back is waving. Any moment now, guys.
Any moment now.
Look. The sun is hot. It's going to be a hot race, and here we
anytime
go.
Go off, and it's on. Race is on. So we have Jahal actually dropped one position. Fuad gets his first. Azwan maintains on second. Third, actually, he gains up with one position.
But who's going to be the first bike into the first corner of the first lap?
Everyone is avoiding the white patch.
Taking the smart line, and that is...
Fuad is on the first. Coming from inside is Jahal, I guess. It's not so clear right now. There's a lot of activities happening.
I noticed they all slowed down because of the dust.
But it is interesting because it actually streamlined all riders in
As
to
you
the
said,
same
game
line.
changer, right?
Yeah, it's a game changer.
And streaming down turn 3, heading towards turn 4 in the lead. We have, I can't see a number.
That pretty much looks like Fuad, actually. Fuad coming down with Jahal. Azwan Malik moves up one position. Daniel Borges dropped one position. Dominic Chang dropped 3 positions. And also TV Jin. TV Jin maintained like one position less from whatever that he was on back then.
Okay, we're almost nose to tail through turn 6. Turn 5, turn 6. And it is...
Azwan Malik coming from the outside. Is he able to actually outbrake on the turn 7? On the right-hander. Nope. It's quite far.
He catches up on the corners, look.
Yeah, he can. That's the confidence of when I really like to see Azwan Malik on his bike, because he takes it chill, and after that, you know, he's on for the kill.
Yeah, but on the straight, is that Fuad or Janhao? Who's ahead?
Looks like Fuad. There's a little bit wobble over there.
Tyres are still warming up, huh?
Yes, correct. Azwan Malik is still keeping an eye on Fuad on the front.
See, he catches up. He closes right up into the brakes for turn 11.
You can see that his rolling speed is way higher, actually.
See
it
that?
comes
Look,
really,
turn
really
12.
quick. Yes.
You can visually see the improvements he makes.
On the exit of 14, I guess this is where the... Azwan is having the latest R1. So let's just see how the Yamaha R1 proves itself in front. He looks at the back, checks at the back.
Nah, man, focus in front, focus in front. Go for it.
I guess he looks comfortable in the sense that, you know, he's just
but
want
he's
to
being shitted on, man, down the rear straight. What's the...
Let's look at turn 1. Turn 1 is where we will really see some difference.
What bike's he on?
Azwan Malik is on the R1, where previously he was on a S1000 BMW. It could be a new bike. He's still getting into it, but nonetheless still confident.
Right, so we have Fuad in the lead. It is Azwan second. Diraj is third. Janhao has dropped to 4th. That's a big loss now for him. Afiq down 1 position. He's in 5th.
There's a movement coming from the inside of turn 1. There's quite a difference over there. Okay, coming out the exit of 15. This is where the 400 guys are coming in hot. On the 400 guys, currently on the lead right now is Jailani Kosman. And then followed by Muhammad Azman Zulkafli.
Yeah, they're nose to tail, man. There's nothing between both of those guys.
These
You're
are
looking
the
at
guys
Group
from
B,
the
man. Look at
Horizon
Group B.
Racing team.
1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. They're 6th. They're all together.
Yeah, like I said, you know, the fireworks is on Group A, Group B. The competition between the 400s are tight. You know, to be honest, I don't think our cameras know where to actually focus right now.
There's too many battles going
There's
on.
too many movement, too many activities right now happening all over the track. For the 1000s, for the 400s, A and B in combination, everyone is scattered all over.
Now, I'd love to see the fight for 7th overall, which is actually the lead for B. Okay, that's 3rd and 4th. If we can get 7th, the battle for 7th will be
Diraj is coming from the inside. Nice brake work. Nice brake work from Diraj. Are we looking for a switchback on turn 10?
Has he gone too deep? Nah, he holds on to it, man.
That's really nice. Diraj holds his line on the inside. I guess Jahal tried to come from the outside. Pretty much foolish for, you know, Jahal is quite a newbie in a sense, but he's fast.
Yeah, back to Azwan and Fuad. Once again, Azwan catches up on the turns. Do you think he's in a position to attack?
Well, I think we are looking at about another 4 more laps to go. Azwan tries on the outside, but
slipstream.
I don't think Azwan is making a move right now.
Yeah?
Because, you know, it's not a wheel-to-wheel yet.
So he's a calculative rider.
Yeah, he's pretty much calculative.
But he's a lot
leg
closer now. He's a lot closer this time. The pressure's on Fuad.
Coming out of the exit of turn 15, Azwan is drafting behind Fuad right now.
I've always said, you know, if you're going to be racing, I'd rather be in 2nd than in 1st.
Yeah, seriously, I can photo set them. You know, let the first rider do all the work. Yeah. We'll photo set them, and then we'll find an opportunity to cut.
Hey, Jehao has taken over from Diraj. So Jehao is in third, Diraj fourth. Tiwijin climbing back up slowly. Tiwijin in fifth. But check it out, Falik.
Daniel Bogus dropped a lot of positions in this round. Well,
I think he's out. I think he's out. He's gotta be out
either he's out or he's in a kitty litter box.
Yes. Back at the race in front, a bit of wiggle there.
Fuad is still leading with Azwan Malik behind. Coming on the left-hander inside of Fuad on turn 5. He makes his move. So we have 3 more laps to go. I guess Azwan is
in the lead.
He's in the lead right now. Pretty much I studied Fuad's move. Back on the right-hander of turn 6.
Okay, what's Fuad going to do about this? Can Fuad catch up? We know he has a more powerful machine. We saw that on lap 1 on the straights. Taking a tighter line there, Fuad. He's not giving in, man. He's going to try and get it close.
Fuad is constantly looking for the inside.
Turn 9.
On the brakes, coming in. He's forced Azwan back on a wider line. Takes it off. I guess we are looking for a switchback on a turn 10.
Switchback again.
Is that switchback?
And who's it? And
Azwan leads back again. Down on the brakes.
Wheel to wheel.
Fuad defends his position after 2 turns of switchbacks. Azwan must be
pushes Azwan
bloody
wide.
frustrated right now. He is frustrated. The pace has dropped a little bit. I guess Azwan actually pushed out quite a lot of effort during that time.
That was nice of Fuad, man. He went deep into the brakes for 11 and pushed Azwan wide. Not dirt biking, we have that. You dump it in and you push it wide.
Correct.
That's what he did. Really good.
So the concentration for Azwan right now, there's no one coming off on him on the third. So I guess he's only focusing back on Fuad at the moment right now. Into 15, Fuad takes a comfortable lead ahead of Azwan.
Yeah, I'd like to see number 7, Falik. He seems to be in a lot of fighting down at the back end there.
Falik
B.
Falik from Group B actually overtook Dominic from Group A. So Falik is getting a lot of pace right now. He's been increasing in pace.
Okay, we can see them crossing the line just at the back of the camera there. That's it, a whole bunch. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them.
Falik is on a 1299 Ducati. So I guess, somehow displacement. He's coming back. He's coming on the brakes.
Who is that? That's Suzuki. Tiwijin?
Yes, Jin having the lead at the moment.
Jin's up to 4th.
Yep.
Okay, Dominic 5th and Falik is behind him. There he is.
Falik is chasing really close. Everyone is aiming for Falik this round.
Hey, Falik's doing a 221.
I guess
what's
potentially
the cutoff time for B?
B 19. Is about 219.
19, so he's within it.
He's moving into Group A right now. Great improvement from Falik. Coming out right behind.
Excellent battle going on here.
Coming right behind Tiwijin as well.
So Dominic's on a S1000?
S1000, yes, correct. So you get a Suzuki, a BMW, and also a Ducati. Going all side by side. All 3 of them share the same timing. Great improvement by Falik. I guess Falik is going to chase up to Dominic quite soon, I guess.
Okay, looking back towards the 400s. It is still Jalani. Jalani ahead. Hey, fight way. It's quite close. Jalani Azri. Okay, sweet. 1, 2, 3. They're in S408. Only 3 of them. So we have Jalani, Azri, and Anthony. Anthony's that little boy.
Yeah, quite a small boy. I saw him this morning.
Oh, look, they're slipstreaming. This is what it's all about.
Everyone is side by side, back to back, slipstreaming. This is. He gave us that. Well, that is a frustration from that rider coming in from this KBS HM riding racing team. All of them are relatives, like brothers and also cousins and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They're forming up a 5-team race, 5-man race team actually.
Okay, coming back, we're looking at the leaders. So back with the leaders now. It is Fuad still. Fuad. So Azwan has not been able to catch back up again. But Jehao and Tiwijin? What's going on
Tiwijin
there?
came out on 4th. Right now we are looking at Azwan still trying to close up on Fuad. I guess the fight is happening right behind with Falik and also
yes, here.
Zul.
That's it. I just saw Dominic, Jin, and Falik go through.
Well, this is the last lap. It has been so exciting. I didn't really.
There's a whole lot of excitement.
I didn't notice that this is the last lap. But this is the last lap right now. Passing on the finishing line. We have Fuad, Azwan Malik, Jahal, and Dominic, and followed by Tiwi Jin.
Yeah, it looks like I don't know, Azwan's still a second behind. Is he going to be able to catch up?
Well, this is the last lap. It's quite difficult to catch up on a 1 second. Yeah, it is a lot considering they're on a Group A. So most of the time it's pretty much tight.
Okay, watching the 400s again. Yeah, let's see a start finish. Here we go. These are leaders for the 400s. And it's going to be Jalani. Jalani head. Azri, the gap is big.
The difference is that the 400 always sticks on the right side of the lane and the 1000 always come out on the left side of the lane. Somehow it's been like, it's been their race style.
Yeah, I just want to see where Anthony is still in third for the 400. Hey, Anthony is this little boy, guys. I mean, if he can do it, anyone can do it. Yeah, he's done really, really well. Back with the leaders. They're on the back straight already. It's so quick. Azwan, I don't think he's going to make his move. Yeah, Azwan's not going to make his move. It's going to be Fuad, definitely.
Well, we always have to remember that there's always a game changer in turn 1 at this round. So it might be quite different. Blue flag, who's going to take the cross on the finishing line?
And it's Fuad. Ahead of Azwan Malik.
Azwan Malik, Jahal, Dominic.
Jahal is just coming through. That's him, yep. And
followed by Dominic.
It's going to be a bit of a gap.
Just cross.
Here we go, this is the fight. Dominic, is it Tiwi Jin or Dominic? No. Finish line. I see the finish line. Okay, I'm sorry for that, rider. Yes, finish line.
Well, Jahal finished in front of TVG, followed by Falik. Falik actually broke his... actually, he did a really, really good timing from Group C. Getting in the Group B, I think, for all, mid-season, he might be going out of Group A, fighting against the big boys right now.
Well, it's 2:21 for Falik, so he's still within his time bracket. Hey, second for B.
Zul,
wow.
MSBK right there as well.
Stephen Chua, third.
But that's
Fitri, fourth.
For P6, Zul, I don't think this could be his timing. He could have been doing better.
By the way, man, look, Dominic is missing. You may notice.
Yeah, Dominic has fallen far from behind. We are not sure.
I think he's had an off.
Yeah.
I hope he's okay. Let's think about the bikes.
This has been a very interesting race for me, to be honest. Heart is beating quite fast, looking at the battle between Fuad and Azwan. I can't be sure. I'm looking at Falik's battle against Falik on a Group B, going against TV Jin as well on a Suzuki. So they share about a second difference.
Gonna catch the leader and the winner for the 400s. Spot on, it is Jalani. Jalani takes the win for the 400s category. And he's got a big gap to second position.
With Azri.
Berapa second, bro?
So Azri has just passed. We are waiting for Anthony. It's quite a long gap for the 400s.
Yeah, they've really split themselves
apart.
apart.
You can see the difference of the 2 strokes and the 4 strokes. Doesn't mean that...
Anthony just went by. Good on you, kid, man. Good on you.
Well, we surely hope to see Anthony more often.
Yeah, excellent ride, man. That's fantastic. I remember we had our track day sometime last year, the MSF Superbikes track day, and I saw him there as well, practicing in the 400s.
Oh, yeah.
He rented the Kawasaki 250, that one.
The teammates are talking. This is probably from Soto's racing team. The brothers are missing as well.
I think they've gone through.
Yeah, KBSHM. They went through. Yeah,
left right then.
When I asked them, they are pretty much like a family of racing. Their brothers, their cousin brothers, and stuff like that.
That's crazy. Can you imagine what they do every Sunday night? Guaranteed on TV, sure, MotoGP.
They came from North. So I guess they're from Penang, or Kedah. Well, it's a very, very interesting race. We're still betting on hit 2.
I'm just checking the lag time. So the best lap in this afternoon's race, this Tengah Hari's race was 2:18 Yeah.
Followed by Azwan's 219. So Azwan has always been doing a 216, 215s on last year. So maybe they haven't.
What's up, man? That's what I was
Yeah,
wondering.
maybe they haven't find the right setting yet because they did not have a prior practice for the new tires. They're still looking at, but fret not. K-Tech is just right behind the pit. They can do their suspension tunes or whatever not.
Yeah. We don't know what happened to Dominic. He has not passed the line. I hope he's okay. I don't know whether the cameras caught him or not. But the rest of the riders are already coming back. That's amazing. You look at the riders come back, the elation is amazing. It's like it is literally coming back from battle.
Well, I mean, it's a
Superbikes.
5-lap battle. It's not like, there's a 10, 20 laps and stuff like that.
And this is a full out.
Full out. The
straight
moment the
race.
light goes off and it's fight all the way to the checker flag.
Boom,
So
boom, boom.
right after the battle, you can see, it's like as though they're riding back on their chariots and whatever not from the battle, getting back into their own pits, and getting ready for another round.
Yeah. So race 2 is at 3. I
What
believe.
do we have later? I think we have the Super Turismo
We
race.
have the
happening
cars
later.
practice. Super Turismo practice continues after this for Group 3, which is a Saga Cup. Yeah, it's going to be fun. It's always fun. But the Superbikes race 2 will be at 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock, yeah.
So we will see you guys then. All right, so that will be, the race at 3 o'clock will be race 2, 5 laps for the Super 1000 category
Group
C.
C and also the Toyo Super Rookie.
Toyo Super Rookie. For Super 1000 groups A, B, as well as the Super 400s, you come back
Will happen at 3:50.
Yeah, 3:45 make it.
Yeah.
Jangan Malaysian timing sangat. See you then.
Oh, speaking of Malaysia, that means OKB.
Results? No results.
We're still waiting for the official result. We have seen most races pass by the checkered flag. We are still waiting for the official results from the race officials. I guess there must be some delay. We don't know. I guess a lot of people, they might have actually broke their
I
record
think they're
timing.
investigating. I think Fuad, they treat tulang tadi, something wrong.
No, but he's doing great, I don't know, but I'm seeing Azwan Malik has some reserve over there.
Yeah, still a lot of excitement down the South Paddock. You can see the Monster Energy Lounge. Free tasters for the Monster Energy drink. And we're cut out. Now, here we go again. Yeah, it's really hot out there. Really, really hot. Okay, so there's no results. Yeah, unfortunately, the director says no results. So we will run down the results for you. Top 3 for Super 1000A. The winner was Muhammad Fuad, followed by Azwan and Jen Hao. For B, it was?
For B, it was Falik Reza on bike number 7, 1299 Ducati, followed by Zul. Zul is on his...
Alamak, sudah tukar.
Okay, so
Tak ada
followed by
result.
Zul and along with
Steven. Yeah, it's
So
the 400s as well. Don't forget the 400s.
Steven was the defending champion, but right now he's been overtaken by the Group C, so it might be a very, very big challenge for him on Hit 2. I can't wait to watch Hit 2 right
he has
now.
some work to do lah.
He has a lot of work to do.
Okay, guys, we're going to cut it out here. I guess no results. Check online, of course. There's also the MSF Racing app. You can download it from Google Play Store.
And also the
Apple iStore.
Apple iStore, right?
That's what it's called. I use
So
that.
just look for MSF Race app.
Yeah.
Download now and you can still watch us live and also the results.
Okay. Right, catch you guys later at 3 o'clock for Superbikes again.
See you.
Bye. Boleh,
Oh,
Kifli take opportunity ya. 3 cars, nose to tail.
Memang hardcore. Oh, damn.
City's in front, Kifli on the inside, Evo on the outside, Evo is gone.
See Evo.
Evo laju. Down the straight, this is where the Evo is going to be stronger. See, once again, dekat corner, the Civics pull away laju. Yeah.
Kevin akan dapat.
Akan rapat. Oh! He loses the back or what?
Oh my god.
Tayar pancit.
Come on.
Tayar pancit kot.
Kevin.
Yeah. Something's wrong there. He's fishtailing. Fazil Alan has overtaken him. Safety car board is out. Whoa, that gives chance to the Evo again, as well as Fazil Alang, because with the safety car, everyone's just going to bunch up. Let's look at the 86ers. This is Street 2000 category. Kanal 46, the current championship leader, Mushtari. Drivers William Chong and Zebedee, they are chasing down the leader, so they're in second position. It's close. Sempat tak sempat. Alteza versus GT86. Dua-dua Toyota. You see, GT86 ni sports car. You don't think that Alteza boleh kejar dia kan? Tapi, nampak. Wow, so 730 Alteza is really up close now. I can see the Alteza is... and the Alteza and the 86, here it comes. This is what we've been waiting for. Tadi kita cakap, sempat. This is going to be a photo finish. Who's going to get it first? Will it be the Alteza? Will it be the 86? Nice Alteza! 730, William Chong and Zebedee.
Relax.
Betul, relax. Ahmad Khan.
Race has started.
Lurus di hadapan.
It's drafting very tightly.
Masih lagi Azam Malik berjaya mengekalkan di tempat pertama. Mereka sedang menuju ke turn pertama dan juga menuju ke turn kedua.
It's an attempt. Closing in. Can it happen? No. He came from inside. No.
Jaya memintas, tapi apakah Azam Malik berjaya memintas lebih ke dalam? Tidak. Oh, mereka salah pasang Maisan. Itulah Azam Malik, mungkin tayar dia dah mula kurang. Oh! Dalam saat kita memberi pujian akhir, akan jatuh.
That effort. Doesn't seem to start, I guess.
Yep. Sayang sekali.
A little bit push from the marshal. Just now you can see there's Ahmad in on the second. He managed to overtake Azwan, but now he's starting at the back. So
Attacking into turn 7. Compared to last race. His head's wiggling, man.
He's still wiggling
all the way in. In the lead is still Azwan Malik, second position. Ahmad Khan.
That was great.
Closed the gap. This means he's only about 1.5 seconds behind and closing at turn 9.
Out at the last 2 or 3 minutes left.
Right, so that's the trick.
260. Chase up. The lap time has been reducing like almost every single lap.
9, Ahmad just really, gives it a big boot of gas and catches up visually. So it look even on the screens I say it's battle for first place.
Trying from inside again, I guess.
Yeah.
Guess it's there's a wiggle. There's a mistake from Azwan.
No! I mean, I was looking forward to a battle.
But I didn't expect it to be a wiggle. I think does it look like something going on with Azwan's bike?
He's fallen back. Could it be a tire issue? He's looking down.
Yeah. I guess he's been disappointed as well.
Ahmad is doing. How does that work though? I mean,
they suddenly found celebrating his celebrity really.